Aries.
Hello Aries, Happy New Year. This is your January astrological forecast, and you're starting this year in a fabulous way with focus on your career. So we have the Sun, we got Mercury, we also have Pluto here right now. So you must have been working towards a specific goal here towards the end of 2016 to really get up and running here as you hit January. It's a great time for communication, to have any kind of negotiations. Perhaps there could be an opportunity that might just come to present itself that can create this dynamic shift for you. And speaking of shift, we also have a conjunction of Mars and Neptune, which Mars being your goal, your dedication, your determination, coupled here with Neptune, which is your desire, your hopes and your dreams, right? Now this conjunction is taking place in your 12th house, which has to do with the subconsciousness, your dreams, and what it is you're manifesting creatively on the inside and in spirit. So when they come together, it just really fires up this Mars, and it's going to hold this signature of Neptune for an entire year because it was infused as we start off January 1st, right? So you really want to ask yourself, what do you want? How do you want 2017 to look like? This is the time to do it, not only because New Year's is when we place our intentions, but it's definitely here, Mars now being able to, very shortly when it transits into your first house, which will be on the 29th of January, it will hit your personality, it will start and fire off that first house, and then journey through for 2 years and carry the signature of the dream of your desire. So I'm really excited for you, Aries. You want to make the most out of this. Venus is in Aquarius as we start off, and that is your 11th house, for hopes, dreams, and it is also affiliations with groups, organizations, catching up with friends, having a great time. You'll have this to January 4th, but then she will enter into the 12th house and accompany Mars and Neptune in there. So it's percolating just right under the surface, but it's a great place to have these three, since Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, to have it on the inside of your mind and focus on it. Vision is everything right now because that's what you're going to manifest here in a little while. We have the full moon on January 12th. Aries, for you, that full moon is in your 4th house for family foundation. The things that you've built thus far that feels good and secure, so you can come to feel that things will really illuminate around the 12th house, dealing with family or family members. Now, this could also indicate anything that has to do with buying and selling of real estate as well. A good time for it. And of course, Mercury is now direct January 8th. So the full moon on the 12th won't have any issues of that retrograde. A little bit in the shadow, but you're still good to go. Speaking of moons, let's mention the new moon as well, which is January 27th in the sign of Aquarius, 0 degrees as it starts out. So that's your 11th house for, groups, organizations, friends, getting together. And also here, since it's a new moon, it's a time when we place our intentions. And we just placed those New Year's intentions, right? January 1st. Now you could take that and just re-empower it with this new moon. See what it does for you throughout the next 12 months. But great time here as far as it has to do with the 11th house. We have a certain list with both very good transits this month. This is going to really buzz and jazz you. We got a couple of small challenges. We'll go through them here one by one as well as we further on. But we do want to see here this Mars-Neptune, January 1st, 12th house. We mentioned that, so that jumps us straight to the 3rd, when Mercury and Venus are sextile. Mercury communicates, Venus feels, it emotes, right? It gives, it's generous, it's romantic. Great time to have that good romantic talk. And for those of you who wonder, this will be also here just between your 10th and on the cusp of the 12th house. So you can come to see perhaps maybe that you could have something going on there at work or career oriented. And in this case, you could speak about money, you could speak about your hopes and dreams, which Venus is all about right now. Then comes that pivotal point that you have once a year. Aries, that is when the Sun meets up with Pluto. For you, that's your career house. So on the 7th, you want to see what takes place for you here. You have an opportunity to really cut to the core if you take that opportunity, and if you do, I feel that that's good. It's really powering up that transformational energy of your career. So see that you make that work for you, because on the 10th also we have the Sun and Uranus. They're squaring, and when they square, normally we see change, unexpected change coming in. And Uranus for you is in the first house, so it's more on a personal level that you can come to feel that something unexpected might just knock on your door. The 11th, we have two aspects. That is Mars and Pluto. Mars being your drive, your goal orientation, and Pluto, which could really cut to the core. This here for you, again, it is connected to your 10th house of career, where Pluto is, and Mars really zooming through pretty much from the 12th house. So there's some underlying desire, and I feel whatever is under the surface, percolating, wanting to come up, will kick you into action. You can have very powerful talks, negotiations here this day. If you're having a review, well, you might just feel that you're all up to it, right? And especially if you're needing to tweak something that needs to be justified. And this is also because the Sun and Jupiter, they're squaring off. So if you feel something has been delayed or not really coming your way as you have felt, you might verbalize this on this day. Jupiter for you is in the 7th house. That has to do with partnership. So you might just come to see that you and your partner might have a talk, how you could perfect, how you can move forward, how you can actually come to improve passionately what it is you both desire and how you want to grow this relationship. On the 12th, Venus and Neptune, they're conjunct. Now, this is love times 10. Venus is love and romance. And then Neptune being that higher octave of it, well, this is a day we want to chart for a date night, okay? Candlelight, music, doing the dance. This kind of thing can really create a lot of good glue for your relationship because it's intimate, it's close, it's real, and so enjoy January 12th. For you, of course, this will be in your 12th house, so it's spiritual, very, very spiritual. For those of you single and you find somebody and connect under this influence, you might just feel that this is a soulmate or this is a twin flame, because there's such a sense of recognition and integration between the two of you under this meeting, especially if it's a new meeting. On the 19th, well, here we are, a little hiccup in the matrix, and that has to do with a decision. This decision has to do with responsibilities on your plate. Are you up to it? Do you want to do it? Or are you more so leaning towards wanting to say no to it? I sense there's a little bit of a barrier. You just really want to ask your heart. Your heart can only give you two answers, either yes or no, or if this feels right or wrong. Because if we overthink and go with the mind, always recall, Aries, that your mind will always be able to cook up 1,000 different solutions. That's where we get lost, and that's where we get stuck. So whenever in doubt, listen to your doubt, ask your heart, center of intuition here, whether to go this or that direction. And that's where you're going to find your direction. That's the 19th. Come 20th through the 23rd, well, you're on a roll. And Aries, I can see how you're passionately now integrating whatever it was you decided there on the 18th, 19th, and feeling strong and good, as if there's new beginnings, there's a start. You're feeling passionately also romantically right now. Great day to be with your loved one, or also for those of you in a new relationship or looking for a relationship. Don't sit home. These are key dates for you to be out and about. The 23rd, I mentioned that too. Not only are you passionate from the 20th, but your communication seems to really start rising to higher levels, integrating more of that spiritual flow between you and whoever it is that's around you here today. And I feel that you are trying to incorporate more of spirit in what it is you're doing. On the 27th, here we have another little decision. We mentioned that on the 19th when Mars was square Saturn. Now Venus is coming in to square Saturn. So pretty much maybe it could even be the same situation. It could be a separate situation, but pretty much where you're up against needing to make some wise decisions. Don't be too quick. If you're in doubt, listen to your doubt. And I always say navigate by that, because why? When you know for true what it is you want, you'll always feel very confident. You just know, right? And if that knowingness isn't there, it's a little stop sign or yielding sign to just wait until that inspiration fills you with confidence. On the 29th, I see then you probably already have come to it. So it's not long stops, just like when Saturn and Mars were square. Already the next day, you got it. So sleep on it. Same thing on the 27th, because on the 29th, you're ready to go. You know what you want, which direction to take, and that is how you're pretty much wrapping up what January has for you. I feel too now that Mars has moved into Aries on the 29th. Well, a lot of action. That is Mars, your ruler, in your sign. So February, look forward to it. I'm already working on your charts for February. Listen, Aries, you're absolutely going to love what is lined up for you.